Hey folks, I'm Melhorn. In this video, I'm going to show you 4 knots for tying 2 pieces of fishing line together. Alright guys, we're going to use the uni knot to tie 2 different sizes of monofilament line together. Basically, you're going to start with the 2 lines parallel to each other. What you're going to do here is make a loop, just like that. Just hold it with your fingertips. And then you're going to wrap this line around the other one. Probably go around 3 or 4 or 5, 6 times. Boom. Just like that. I'm going to pull it tight. It's as tight as you need to go. It'll cinch itself down here in a second. And again, with those parallel, you're going to make another wrap around both of them together. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Yeah, pull it tight to there. And then what you do to really get this thing tight, you just draw them both together. The more you pull, the tighter they get. Pull these ends down good and tight, make sure they're snug. Bang, trim that baby up, and you've got a double uni knot to tie 2 lines together. Now, let's try it with monofilament. First thing you're gonna do is get the lines parallel to each other, just like this, and you can do this with a couple different weights. You can do it with mono and braid. Then what you're going to do is make a loop right around there. Get those keep those parallel, and then you're going to start wrapping around both of the lines 4, 5, 6 times. Boom, get it to there. You're going to pull it tight. Don't have to come all the way tight with it yet, because you'll see what'll happen here in a second. Then we're going to take this heavier line. The clear line is a 50-pound line. The high vis line is a 30-pound monofilament. You're going to do the same thing here. Probably won't have to go as many wraps on this one. We'll go about 4 just to show you what it looks like. Pull it down to there. Then what you're going to do is pull these lines together, and they will literally take care of themselves. Pow! Come here and pull down on this end just a little bit to make sure it's good and snug in both directions. Same thing in this way. Boom. There's your knot. Just come in here with a pair of scissors. Cut off your tag ends on both ends. Boom, just like that. There you go, guys. There is a double uni knot that is tying 2 pieces of monofilament line together. A very, very simple knot. You can trim those tag ends up as much as you want to. That one worked out pretty easy. Let's take a look at another one and see if it works better for you. All right, folks, I'm going to show you real quickly how to tie 2 pieces of fishing line together with a blood knot. You can do this with monofilament line to braid, monofilament to monofilament, braid to braid, whatever combination you want to do. It's a good strong knot. There's a couple ways to do this one. With most of these knots, they're about the same in strength. It's just some of them are easier to tie for people. All right, so we got 2 lines here. Some paracord. It's easier to see than regular monofilament. You're going to cross them over like this, pinch that right there. You're going to begin wrapping this line around the other one about 3 or 4 times. 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to come back up through that little opening there where my finger is at. Just let that pop through there just like that. Now you're going to kind of pinch down on this part of it and do the same thing on this other side, except go in the opposite direction. 1, 2, same thing, 2, 3, 4 times. You don't have to worry about dressing this thing up really good right here, because it will take care of itself. And you're going to come back through that same hole again on the opposite side of the last time. Come through there, and you'll start pulling this down. Like I said, you don't have to worry about dressing it. It will dress itself as you draw this tighter and tighter. Obviously, if you're using monofilament, especially some thinner stuff, you might want to lubricate it there. And boom, you've got the blood knot. Man, that looks nice. Trim off the tag ends here. and you are ready to fish. Give this knot a shot and go catch some fish with it. All right, folks, there's one easy to tie knot. Let's take a look at another one. All right, guys, I'm going to show you the Alberto knot. It is a great way to tie two pieces of fishing line together. It can be mono to mono, braid to braid, or braid to mono. Any of them will work. I've got some paracord here just for ease of visibility to show you how to do this. Start out these lines. Start out with this one. Bend it over just like that. You're going to take your other one. You're going to come up through here. And what you're going to begin doing is wrapping down. Pinch it right there. You're going to make about 4, 5, 6 wraps in this direction. Probably the smaller the line, the more wraps you need. Flip it around through there. And this is one knot where I suggest you kind of dress it a little bit as you go. It'll make it easier. Get down through there to that point. Then you're going to start coming back up. And this is why I think it helps to kind of dress it a little bit. You don't have to be super exacting with it, but I think this helps in the end with tightening the knot up. Right through there. And then when you get to this point, you're going to go back through that opening. Go through in this direction over to this side. This is where it helps to have a lot of line. I always tell people, don't be skimpy with your fishing line. You're going to have it at that point there. Grab it. Start working it down, cinching that knot up, dressing up as you go, and then pulling on your main lines to really, really tighten it up. You can come in, snip that off, snip this off over here, and you've got a great knot there. Again, there's a lot of different ways to tie lines together. Some knot styles are easier for people to tie. Some of them they like better. Some of them they like the way it casts better. So give this one a try, see if it works for you, and go catch some fish. That one worked out pretty easy. Let's take a look at another one and see if it works better for you. All right, guys, I'm going to show you real quickly how to tie the Albright knot. This is a great knot for tying two pieces of fishing line together, and they can be from different sizes and different types of line. You can do mono to mono, braid to braid, but you can also do braid to mono, braid to fluorocarbon, a lot of different variations there. What you can do, I've got some paracord here so you can see it. It's a lot easier to see than fishing line. You're going to start with one piece. Going to make you just bend it over there. Take the other line, come through here. Come down to an area right in here. Let's just pinch it off right there. You're going to pinch all three lines together with your fingers. Then what you're going to do, I always say use plenty of fishing line. It makes knot tying easier. You're going to start wrapping. You're going to wrap across all three of the lines. Go 8 times. Some people say at least go 8. Some people say go no more than 12. We're going to go up through here until we've used up most of the line. Lots of arguments over what's the strongest. Going to get to right there. Boom, you can see where that line went through. You're just going to tuck it right back through that same opening right there. Poof. Okay, you can start pulling down on the main line until that dresses. Pull on this. Pull on this. Get your main lines going. As you can see, it's going to cinch down tighter and tighter and tighter. And man, that's a good looking knot there. That is going to hold, guys. Come in here with a pair of scissors. Cut off your tag ends. It's going to be a lot sexier on a piece of fishing line. But man, there you go. Good looking knot. You can cast with it. Very nice job there. Well, there you go, folks. There's some options for tying two different types of fishing line together. Like I said, you can do this with braid to braid, mono to mono, mono to braid, a lot of different options. Some of these are easier than others for people to tie. So mess around with them, play around with them, see what works for you. You'll be having them applied to memory in no time and out using them on the water.